And let's deal with what's happening with Bitcoin, by the way. And I am using Market Cipher script, by the way. First of all, if you're new to this channel, I'm Sarah Nupa, a former server moderator and also consultant for a trading script called Market Cipher. Market Cipher is by far one of the best trading scripts out there. It gives you insights into the very direction of an asset so that you can make your financial decisions backed by data, not necessarily backed by rumors or hearsay. So today's video is what's happening with Bitcoin, and I'm on the 4-hour time frame. A 4-hour time frame is more or less a very significant time frame. In other words, if you are going to invest money into Bitcoin, there is something called data or reference data that you need to base your investment or your financial decisions on. And that's why we have a financial advisors, because we assume that they know money, they understand currencies. And there's one thing about Bitcoin is, and this mostly this is what people say. I lost money in Bitcoin. First of all, you lost money in Bitcoin is not a right statement. It's a wrong accusation because no one loses money in technology. You understand? So you lost money in the very currency side of a technology called Bitcoin. And the currency side requires you to understand financial ways and understand how trading and how investment works. So you failed to do your due diligence because you were using the technology to make money. The technology didn't fail you. It's the currency side that you or the monetary side that you have to also learn how it works. So nobody lost crypto. You lost because you sold at a loss. You understand? You sold at a time that you were probably supposed to even accumulate more. Because bearish times are times that we accumulate more. It's a cycle. Bitcoin has been through I think more than 8 corrections. Corrections is whereby the direction of an asset reaches a point. It's like, well, you've peaked and the current price of that asset is not reflecting its true value. We have so much money pumped into it that so much people who have made money are now taking their profit back. So it's like, why am I still holding? I have to take out my profit. And it's like demand and supply. If people who bought at $700 are selling at $20,000, it means the price will be hit. There's a cycle. So you joined at the time that they were selling, and you didn't know that they were selling because, again, the market is made up of a group of people all over the world. So how can you tell and how can you know for a fact that money is hesitant? And that's why I would recommend Market Cipher to you, because Market Cipher now tells you what everybody is doing. You understand? It shows you what liquidity, the level of liquidity, which is money in an asset. It shows you momentum, which is a force that pushes price. So the moment you see the direction of these oscillators, then you can also make your financial decisions by saying, well, it's going up because money is in the assets, and it's going down because money is outside the assets, or money is no more in the assets, or money has reduced. So it tracks the global liquidity back in an asset and the global momentum back in an asset, and basically these are more or less like influential oscillators that influence the very direction of price. So price tends to respond hugely based on the very direction of these oscillators. So once you understand these basics, now trading and investment and all these things becomes very easy for you, because first of all, Bitcoin is very volatile and very speculative, and any investment decision that you make should be bounded by some levels of data. It shouldn't be bounded by some levels of hearsays and rumors. Hearsays and rumors are not market movers. They don't move markets. What moves markets are momentum and liquidity. You understand? So basically, I'm using my script to literally gauge the direction of an asset, and I'm in a 4-hour time frame, by the way, which is a very significant time frame. And you can see the momentum, which is a very influential oscillator, is heading into the positive territories. Let's look at the direction. It's going up like this, and liquid is also in the positive territories. So it's like, well, I have 2 important oscillators in the positive. So what happens to price? Price starts moving up. So you can see we have a green dot, which is a good sign, and we have clusters of diamond, which are good signs. So it's like we bullish, but as whether we are super bullish, will be up to the very direction of our oscillators. This is basically the fundamentals of Market Cipher. And if you want to trade, well, then it's up to you to also learn how to trade using Market Cipher. So there are so many ways of also using market cipher to trade. You have different strategies. You can scalp on lower time frames. You can swing on higher time frames. It's the same trading strategies that you know, but again, market cipher simplifies. That's all. So what's happening with Bitcoin? I am seeing some good signs. I tried navigating towards the lower time frames, and I saw my money flow also heading into the positive territories. Well, let me go to the 1 hour time frame to see the overall direction. Well, I'm seeing good signs. We could be bullish, not really super bullish, but let's see if we can hit, let's say, 22,000 by the end of the weekend. If it's possible, well. If it's not, well, then. But I'm seeing my momentum crossing the 60 line on the 1 hour time frame. And if momentum comes down like this and goes up again, well, then these are good signs. But then these are tradable events. You can trade or you can long and take advantage of this uptrend. So of course, again, this is market cipher for you. Simplified scripts that gives you insights into the very direction of an asset. And okay, so if you're new to this channel, you can also join my Discord. Link is under the description below. Trying to help people all over the world to understand trading, cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology, and yada 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 yada. So market cipher for you, well-structured company, and we have an academy as well where you can be lectured by the very best. And then feel free and go through the sites for yourself, testimonials, and learn it for yourself. Like I said, trading, crypto, everything should be learned by yourself. You can if you give yourself time. I was once like you guys. I used to be very ignorant, didn't know much, but I took time to learn and to familiarize myself with everything I have to know. Then the more I got into it, the more I realized that I also didn't need to have to know a lot. Especially, I didn't have to know much about other protocols. Based on my experience, we have a lot of protocols out there. Protocols, a whole lot of them, and I'm not saying they are bad, but I'm just saying I decided to master Bitcoin for myself, and the others just became more or less like an additional knowledge. Well, I really don't stick much around alternative currencies or experimental blockchains because they are just experiments. Most of them are just experiments, and again, most of them don't even have fundamental value. They are just speculative pump and dump schemes, and I really don't have time to be dealing with some pump and dump. Bitcoin is going up, so until then, people have a nice time. Peace.